over the Hedge 2 Squid Game. Chapter 38. Let the tugging begin. The animals were inside Professor Claw's facility competing in the Squid Game. Meanwhile, Vern, RJ, Ozzy, and Heather, Stella, and Tiger, and the other animals were about to play tug of war. The first two teams of 10 were standing on the steel beams above the huge hole in the center. Vern's team were on the left. All right, here we go everyone, Vern moaned nervously. You all better not hold me back, Scorpion moaned annoyed. Don't worry, Scorpio, we'll just let you just pull the rope on your own, RJ moaned sarcastically. Seconds later, the guard tossed a 10-foot-long rope to the two teams on each side of the area. Get your arms ready, Stella explained determinedly. Seconds later, the guard blew the whistle. Pull, Vern shouted panically. The two teams began to pull the rope. Vern, RJ, Ozzy, and Heather, Stella and Tiger, Bruce Banner, KD, Comp, Scorpion were pulling on the rope with all their might. Keep your strength up, RJ moaned exhaustedly while pulling the rope. Holy moly, this is harder than I thought, Ozzy moaned exhaustedly while pulling the rope. At this rate, we will be completely out of strength. Fast, Stella moaned exhaustedly while pulling the rope. Don't give up yet, RJ moaned determinedly while pulling the rope. Minutes later, the two teams were still at a standstill. Vern, RJ, and the others were starting to lose their strength, and they started to be pulled in. I'm getting tired, Heather moaned worriedly while sweating everywhere. Don't give up, honey, Ozzy moaned nervously while pulling the rope. Dang nabbit, pull with all your damn might, Scorpion yelled angrily while pulling the rope. Vern, RJ, and the others were just a few inches away from the edge of the steel beam. Vern's eyes widened in fear. Guys, if you all don't do something, we were all about to take a huge plunge, Vern moaned panically. You mean we were about to lose? I don't think so, Bruce Banner moaned angrily. Seconds later, Bruce Banner began to roar, and his claws came out from his paws. Seconds later, Bruce Banner started to pull the rope with his anger. Suddenly, Vern's team started to pull the other team. We were winning. Keep going, RJ moaned panically while pulling the rope. Moments later, as Vern, RJ, Ozzy, and Heather, Stella and Tiger, Bruce Banner, KD, Comp, Scorpion were pulling the rope. The other team we were about to slip off the edge of the steel beam. Oh crap, the blue squirrel shouted panically as his foot slipped off the steel beam. Seconds later, the team on the right were pulled off and fell into the hole. Moments later, Vern, RJ, and the others were laying on the steel beam completely drained. Oh boy, that was close, one, Vern moaned exhaustedly while breathing heavily. I'll say, I think I crapped out my lungs, Ozzy moaned exhaustedly.